I'm Alan Robarge, a psychotherapist and a relationship coach. Welcome to Improve Your Relationships, where I like to talk about attachment injuries and healing, attachment trauma. This is video number 7 of a total of 12. And so at this point, if you've already seen the previous 6, you know where we're at and you know the protocol of what I'm doing. I'm running through core concerns and core practices based upon a document of a list that I made about insecure attachment relationship dynamics. If you want to get a copy of this list, go to alanrobarge.com/core concerns. And let's jump in. Number 7 says, we realize after seeing dysfunctional patterns in our failed relationships that attachment trauma is not something that we can just let it go, but in fact requires purposeful healing attention. We choose to educate ourselves about attachment trauma, including the best strategies for healing, body-based therapies, emotional re-experiencing, and neuroplasticity. I'm going to repeat it. Number 7, total of 12 in the series, Core Concerns and Practices. Number 7, here we go. We realize after seeing dysfunctional patterns in our failed relationships, what that means is you wake up. You can only go so long of, reoccurring struggle, suffering, distress, things not working out, and you wake up and you see the pattern. We realize after seeing dysfunctional patterns in our failed relationships that attachment trauma is not something that we can just let it go. One reason is because, or the main reason is that trauma is coded in different parts of your brain that are not linked to the conscious thinking brain, and it's not your cognitive brain. So you cannot unthink yourself out of traumatic reactions. There's other processes going on in your brain that you need to work with your nervous system, need to work with your hormones, need to work with your overall body experience, which will still link to your cognitive participation in your psychology and understanding things about the situation and the patterns. That's very, very helpful to be intelligent about how you're going about this. But the reason why we can't just let it go is because we can't unthink trauma. We need to heal ourselves through re-experiencing a process of integrating the traumatic energy and inviting new corrective experiences that code themselves into the limbic brain, the limbic system, the relational system. And it's these corrective experiences, which could be with an individual, could be with a therapist, could be in a group of people. But when we are able to allow the brain to function differently than the way it did in the old pattern of the insecure relating that traumatized us, these corrective experiences can code themselves differently, overwriting the old programming. And when this happens, that's referred to as neuroplasticity, and understanding the neurobiology of the brain process and how it links to trauma, and specifically attachment trauma, can be really, really, really helpful and hopeful and inspiring. And so number 7 of the core concerns is about pay attention to the patterns and realize you can't just let it go. You're going to have to participate in other practices of self-directed healing. Number 7, I'm going to read it again. We realize after seeing dysfunctional patterns in our failed relationships that attachment trauma is not something that we can just let it go, but in fact requires purposeful healing attention. We choose to educate ourselves about attachment trauma, including the best strategies for healing, body-based therapies, emotional re-experiencing, and neuroplasticity. If you want a copy of this document of the total 12 core concerns and practices, please go to my website, alanrobarge.com/core concerns. You will be able to sign up for your own copy. Please know that the content, the information of the core concerns is a foundational the foundational guiding principles or guiding information of bringing like-minded people together for the community membership website that I have created, of building a community of like-minded people who want to talk and discuss these kind of things, who want to learn new skills and come together sharing resources of how do we encourage each other to change these patterns, and in the context of asking advice and offering some feedback. That's the new membership website, community website I've created of the same name of these videos, Improve Your Relationships. I hope that this video is helpful. This is number 7, and we have a total of 12. Video 8's coming up next. And don't forget to subscribe, please, to this YouTube channel so that you can get more videos just like this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you shortly.